Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter your type or your kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game not the same. Let peace play a role.
Make we raise with glass, send toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race, running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align. Go!
One game.
Listen to the song. We are making history. Here can sing along. Don't fight. Go with the noise, yeah. This moment is all we are. We will give it all. Everybody say.
Follow me, listen to the song. We're making history. You can sing along. Don't fight the feelings. Go with the noise.
Let's all play one formation.
Global citizens, one people, one nation.
The goal is peace. We are all goalkeepers. Defend the fight we bring. The globe needs us.
We only get one shot, take up for the team. Peace is the trophy, we going for the win.
So ready, make you sign up. Set for the lineup.
From when the ref blow the first whistle till it's time up.
One game.
One goal, let's all unite.
One game, one people.
If you check them, you go see, say, we are better together.
Yes, of course, better together and one game, one people, one future. Welcome to yet another edition of the Tribune Salone Sports Show, where they bring you all the latest information inside sports, where they be in a salon and across the world. And inside the show today, we will look at issues we get to do with Leone Stars as they prepare for two matches in the campaign for the 2023 African Cup of Nations, as they will go away to Nigeria inside June 9 and June 13. Then we'll play return leg. Then we'll play the other match where Guinea Bissau inside Group A. The group, and then we'll also Guinea Bissau inside the new home for Salone, where the General Lansana Contest Stadium inside Guinea Conakry. We go look into that, the list where John Kista released, and what you think about the players' team, and what you think about Issa Kalon. He excuse we make he say not honor the invitation for represent Salone this time around, as he wants to find a new club. We go look into that. We go also talk about the champions, where now Bo Rangers, as yesterday they don't crown them champions after we them beat FC Wansin by 2-1, where make them become the champion for the 2021-2022 Premier League season. Congratulations to the Elephants of Bo, and this is not their first title over 65 years when they know in existence as a club. Congratulations to Babadi, Kamara, and the team for the tremendous work where them do for ensure say the trophy go na the provinces this time around again, because say Diamond Stars we don't do them as well, but Rangers winning it is an addition and a plus for the teams that are the provinces. And same way, so more news will come to you about we players them across the world and other one themselves. As today the Premier League they complete or the season they end in England with lots of tough matches there where some team need for win the title, some man need for win if they go Champions League that na there Arsenal get. But even if Arsenal win and Spurs win, Spurs go. But we go look into that. Welcome to the show, Emmanuel. Emmanuel for the first time to join me and again for be panelist, a co-host of this show, a colleague where a professional table tennis player represents Sierra Leone in several international competitions. We all then at Sydney, and he's very interested in the show. So Ibrahim come on board for join me. Emmanuel, a fan of sports, not only a fan but also an athlete. Where internationally it was one of the best table tennis players for Salone, locally and internationally, and he happened for be the seed number one until the time where he left the country. Welcome to the show, Emmanuel.
Thank you so much, Magdalene. It's a pleasure.
All right. Hopefully, Jerome will join me soon, where we go look at Inception side. we go join Jerome from the US. We still wait Jerome for joining me, but let me move on. And I want to say welcome to the show, CK. A top fan of Upe, Vanessa Torres, Medzi Sise, Amit Fofana, and all the one where they watch me. Please tell who side they watch me from and how they get to, and I think so for improve on this show. And same way, so I go want for no. What do you think about Rangers the championship where they win? How you feel say what if you say go wrong? Who say Lions begin for lost the race? Who say Lions begin for lost? If you're not a real fan when they follow football, tell me. But now we take this break, and when we come back, we go move on with more inside the show. Welcome back. I think Jerome don't join me. That now we brought in shop we get now one of the best barber shop in Sydney. We in AFCON na Bankstown Central. If you want for idea around Sydney, you want for do your court, contact EB. Yourself can send me you really advertisement that we can promote them for you. So PV if you want follow we advertise for you now this show. And also help we share this video file. Welcome to the show, Jerome.
Yeah, good morning, Maggie. Good morning, everybody. I don't know how they do.
Jerome, you go put one goal polo quick 10. Still they know Manchester.
I know I call the person name. I know I get free advance.
All right. Okay, straight up, let me start with the list of players that were John Kista be released. He released 25-man squad. Where it say these players now they go represent we now the two matches where Salone got for play, but inside that squad the way it released, you get some players then where we understand say call, especially Salone where the fans have the root for, but later understand say well that the players SF say go meet up because it gets one or two thing for do, especially with in contract where they expire, want for move on to another clubs, and in coach say no go on for let injured, so for let focus and decide for decline. First of all, Jerome, tell me what the breakup of the list of 25-man squad.
Well, the list, I mean, as I be say earlier, Kista be get forget work, and I like the 25-man squad. I like the team we pick. and I believe say this team are going to compete against Nigeria and Guinea Bissau going forward for the game that we're gonna forget. And I believe in this team. I believe so. First game against Nigeria, we're gonna forget a surprise point from them. I believe that.
All right, so you did go straight ahead to the match itself. But Emmanuel, what do you think about the list of players the way Kista called from? The goalkeepers, defenders, the midfielders, and the forwards. A lot of them they part of the squad we go to the Nations Cup. But others and they where this will be their first competitive match as they don't invite them in a friendly encounter and way we happen at Turkey. So this time around they come for play against top nation for the first time when like Nigeria in West Africa and Africa as a whole. What do you make up about the squad list?
I think Maggie, for me, na a privilege for everybody for get that opportunity for be called for play for your country. And it's always an honor for make you get that chance for fly the green, white, and blue. And I think this squad list is also very important for me. It's a good one, taking into consideration the exposure where some of these players they don't get from the African Nations Cup we just ended. And it's just unfortunate, like Issa Salone, like where would they expect for be one of the main stone into this tournament, don't give it that excuse. But together with that, we don't come out. This squad is a promising one, and I'm sure we will get a good result out of this squad.
All right. Now we take the squad list by department. Let's start from the goalkeeping area. Jerome. We see Mohamed Kamara, the goalkeeper for Eastern Lions, Ibrahim Cisse and Donald Kamara. I think then they come from Blue Rangers. And this now one point where a lot of people be making concern of why two goalkeepers from one club and all. What do you make up of that? Jerome, you mic the down.
Oh my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, the goalkeeper issue, I don't get problem, but now a good question you don't raise up. Why two goalkeepers from one club come up from one club? So me, the goalkeeper issue. I mean, if not the best side for get goalkeeper, but there's a different goalkeeper in the league, like Salone Premier League, where they do really well, different goalkeepers then. So I don't think it make any sense for going two goalkeepers in one club. But not in choice. Not watch in choice and not see.
All right, there's this keeper where they call Fatmata. He play for Mighty Blackpool, one of the
Mm-hmm.
top-rated goalkeepers. Although we see in 2 matches he conceded 7 goals, but
Mm-hmm.
it don't be outstanding for Blackpool so far in the season. And fans they hope say maybe this could be in time. But this is the coach selection, not for question that much. But what do you think
Yeah.
about giving such keeper this kind of opportunity rather than calling 2 keepers from one club?
Well, regardless, Maggie, the third goalkeeper in order for play. Neither the second goalkeeper will likely play for the 2 games there. So me, I didn't worry about the first goalkeeper will not get for play now. And Fabianski will get for play. He get for play both games unless he get injury, and then they will call the second goalkeeper winner Ibrahim. So I don't worry about the goalkeeper option. I'm more worried about the defense and the midfield, more the midfield. That I get worry about me.
All right. Okay, Emmanuel, I'll take it to the defense area. We see Usman Kake when one of the players there will be play for one at the AFCON and he don't play for Sierra Leone several matches. When you talk about we right back, now force everybody will mention at the moment. They play for QPR na England, na the championship. You get Kevin Wright also where they play in trade na Sweden, and when you talk about right back, even though you get Alex, and Alex unfortunately play for win at the friendlies, but injured now, so you're not going to play for you. And Alex, now one of the top rated players in the Eredivisie, at the Dutch league, they do very well with Camo. So, but right don't they play number 3, and we see performance now the AFCON. Talking about Stephen Coker also in our captain, then at the defense. Daniel JT Francis, now one player a lot of people can question whenever they select him, but we see make him back to the squad. At least he say don't go out for a while. They'll be drop him during the AFCON squad with Kista because, but we see don't come back. He play for Pasabaya in a club where don't left. He find a club now. And congratulations to Alice say married yesterday. We have to congratulate her. We hope say in union will be blessed and a new wife will get. You also get Lamin Conte where they play for FC Wansi, one of the outstanding home-based defenders that we always done the make in at the squad. Saidu Mansaye, Malian, and John Kamara. Well, this is not the issue a lot of people get say why John be named na the defensive area rather than the midfield way for day. Emmanuel.
Yeah, Maggie. Thanks a lot for such a question. In terms of this defensive area, and we know that if you see you make a mistake, then you get for conceive lots of goal. And the like and Kake bringing him back into the squad was good. Kevin Wright was all right because I remember Kevin Wright the struggle in terms of club, right? Then
Yeah, but
after
you
the
don't
Nations
settle
Cup,
that.
then he gets a call up. You know, set to that now, and it gets a good game time now because some of in games them way be they play lately. And the way me to look at most of these players in they need a game to take them into short competitions. If players cannot play midweek weekend, especially defenders, because you know, say some of them back they follow up the games now with the player. You need that self-confidence. The less games these defenders or players in the play, the lesser their confidence. So waiting there happen when they go into these bigger games, then they make some key errors them inside the game. Then composure they become very poor. So the like of Ali Cisse, as a follow back, he been out of contract, and this not guy not been the play effectively. So bringing somebody for can play, for example, against Nigeria into that squad, we know how effective Nigeria then players them be. Most of them they play weekend, midweek, and you bring them for can play against short nation where in football happen to them. I think Kista need for give attention to that. We need players them even from the league we don't able get at least 70 minutes a week of play for compete against Nigeria. If not, I'm telling you, Maggie, we are in a big problem in
All
terms
right,
of
so
the
so
defense. But bringing the likes of
so
Stephen Cocker, we see the experience. He gets a very good leadership. Say
all
again, Maggie.
right, yeah, we dey get you, Emmanuel. You coming breaking, maybe that your network, but we quite understand what you dey say. Make I come to Jerome. Jerome in the
Yeah.
defensive area. What you think about this selection?
Uh,
Emmanuel dey talk about Ali, but Ali say not be actually dey out of contract. Now then season end. So for the past few weeks, he not be the play. And when then season end now, Indonesia outside be the play. He decide for left the club, the contract expires, so he not sign contract with the game. So not that if they out of contract, but then season end and he not continue with the team. So it's like still they look for a club, but if they get playing time. It was even the captain for the squad, Pasabaya.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Yeah. You touched on something
Okay.
again earlier. You questioned about John Kamara. Maybe what I see on the defensive list. I was surprised. I'll be surprised what I see on it because we know saying a midfielder. We know saying a defensive midfielder. So how in role change from a defensive midfielder, he can play back, he come back now the defense. So there's question there. And then Emmanuel say something where I think is right because I don't say long since the game they can go play now games there will be say the teams there they play at the end they play week in week out they play competitive leagues they're ready for play and then mind you we don't go and embarrass Nigeria. So when they play we they always get in our mind but me not say Nigeria we Salone they play Nigeria they're always ready for play Nigeria. If the players are not fit, it get for affect the team greatly because one, the confidence level not they don't get game time, and then when they play game, the fatigue they affect them. The high speed of the game, the intensity of the game they affect them. So the defense question did it, but I believe with the leadership of Steve Coker, it go help with a lot na the defense.
All right. Okay. We don't see say like two home base player make Lamin and Saidu, but this time we don't see player like what's his name, Yemi Dunia. A lot of people say wait here for Yemi Dunia and all, but to go come to that, the midfield area we
Yeah.
see the new boy Camille Ekonte, Ibrahim Silla, Emmanuel Samadia, Alassane Koroma, Saidu B Kamara, winner Saidu Ba, Kwame Kui make a return. They get a fantastic season Saudi Arabia, scoring goals at least once in a week or twice. Callum XTCC, Mustafa Bundu, and Augustus Cabo. I think Jerome don't level first, but now they talk. Emmanuel, the midfield. These are young boys. Looking at them, most of these boys they between the early 20s in this particular midfield. I think that the youngest midfield ever this they don't name inside the Leone Stars squad. A youngest set of midfielders ever they don't name. Looking at the squad.
Yes, Maggie. I think for me, this Villiers are correct. Especially like this young kid we then come with in Saiduba. And I remember when we were young, I used to watch this kid play football from that stance. Go up to levels, you know. This kid talent we Salone for give attention to. And if they give him a very good time, it will be another star. Saiduba. And I watch that kid. He get talent.
Okay.
He get talent. So pairing him up with the likes of Kwame Ku, he get something for sure for the country. If we get able to get a good play, so that midfield for me is young. He get the energy, the strength, and we able to do something for the country.
Yeah, Jerome, what do you think about the midfield area?
For me, the midfielder now Salone one of always a question mark for me. But for the likes that they mix because our first and used to call like mostly older players then, but now for the likes that they mix with some experienced players then, I think it's gonna be good. I think facing Nigeria, so they get experience, but I not really trust the midfield that full well yet until they play Nigeria.
All right. Okay. We will come to that. Let me just look at the forward. Amadou Bakayoko, Musa El Kamara, Jonathan S. Mose, Suleiman B. Kaikai, and Mohamed Bouyature. Before that, Mr. Cole, no worry, I get for come on with you for come talk about Manchester because you you get for come analyze for me how Eric Ten Hag will take over because you now you can see the future. If you don't see the future, say what's not this coach name, this talk coach. Radley, not just talking, Sabi. So you get so we are going to invite you. But Jerome, taking it from the forwards where they call, looking at Bakayoko, he got a fantastic season with Bolton, even though he come most of the time maybe they come from the bench and they call him super sub. Musa Kamara leading the goal chart now, 16 goals in team that win the championship for the Sierra Leone Premier League. Jonathan S. Mose and Suleiman B. Kaikai, Bouyature. What do you make up of these forwards?
For me, the one that would right now inform now Bakayoko and Musa Tombo now they inform right now. Bouya, I don't think he's for me. He's like on and off, and then Sule Kaikai they on and off. But maybe let's say if they play, they do their best for the national team, and they attack good, they attack, they function well, and we get a pointed striker then we get for play for we, so which is good. Whereas with chances then they're not get for wins, then get for be there.
All right. Gilbert will go up in the phone line later for let una self have una say and tell what una think. But for the meantime, we discuss first. Yeah, I'll go up with the phone line. Emmanuel, you get anything to say about the forwards where Kista mentioned and list?
Yeah, I think this also gets a question mark, Maggie. If you watch forward, the experience, especially for the Lancers. That's why we body place Salone. Take a look at the Nations Cup. The only outstanding flanker we had in that attack was Issa Kalon.
Yeah, but the issue with
Think of
Issa Kalona,
Musa
not
Tombo.
that
He
they're
was
not caller.
little bit in there. Maggie,
Yeah.
we
All
all
right.
know what nations they can do. We need
Yeah.
somebody like that at that attack. If not, trust me, we go for a big trouble for we attack. Musa Tombo will not go able to get that supply where he need.
Yeah, but you know, feel say Bundu and Cargo now they roll that for supply for because then they play direct midfield, then they play from the wings, and then now they roll the Mustafa Bundu, Augustus Carbo, they can come from the wings, and even Kwame Kui can play from the wing, and also you get Sulebi Kakawe, Ian Buyasef can play from that end. So I think so. The coach gets him where I will set him up. You perfectly correct. But in the area of Issa Kalon, it's not about the coach. In don't clear the air that now ISSF decline. So as we move forward, just listen to waiting some fans then we say after we Kista be released the list of players.
Kamara, I get FC Kalon. But my nickname now Jabolani.
Okay, Mohamed Kamara. Let's come back to the team John Kista be pick a few days ago ahead of Nigeria and Guinea Bissau. What's your intakes about a particular team John Kista be pick, sir?
Well, first of all, before I say anything, I want to wish the Leone Stars team in rock. Based with regards to these games that we can play, so this is just a game that we can play. I wish the team in rock for we win all the games that we will play. And I don't go through the list. I see series of players that we would expect for come na the lineup or the list we will not see. But it's best known to the coach. The coach knows who are fit for play for him for the moment. You understand? Because when I look at the midfielders, Bankole is supposed for the day, but I see Bankole in the defense list. You understand? And now so football, if they get play the way utility players, they play in different roles. So John Kista know the player we fit for this particular tournament we will play. So when this international break we don't get so.
Yes, let's come back to the situation of Issa Kalon. Will you start to get invitation? You just get for reject him and say you want to pursue a football career in Netherlands. What do you go say about the decision for Issa Kalon when you take for reject the national side and focus for your transfers for different teams the way they want some?
Well, it's sad news to me as a fan of Leone Stars, of course, because maybe the hope for Silas, I see the lad come to the national team. But it's kind of unfortunate now, we never forget them. I don't know passionately everything because they are turning the way you see players can turn down certain contract or invitation them. Again, for be like say the player and the coach maybe not they see one side for certain reason. So main office waiting Issa Kalon do, you understand it will make you all happy because the time way you get contract with any football club. That they appease the national supporters there also for the national team, and by getting caps for the national team, they add more team and plus for you like club team than we did. But like as I say, maybe Issa Kalon and Kista get personal issue where Issa Kalon want to be professional and try to turn down the invitation way and yeah, because I believe say by honoring this invitation they add plus fund to the clubs the way they get fit for say because they get caps in as young as it is.
Okay, let me waiting that the message we for send to the bobo them where at least they go for play a 2 solid game them in the month of June. What's message we will give for them as well?
Okay, first of all, we congratulate all the ones that we don't get to follow up my national team. I want to use this as opportunity. You understand? Whosoever fortunate to start, they can get in best, can get in all for the national team. Let them know say then they represent 7.5 million people in Sierra Leone. And would they be on them, would they support them, let them get the passion, let them unite. Let them unite and let them go play for Leone Stars, let them win, let them make all happy. We wish them all the best.
Say your name, sir.
My name is Hassan Kabia, a born Sierra Leonean.
Okay, Mr. Kabia. Welcome back to the list where the national head coach John Kista be picked ahead of Nigeria and Guinea Bissau. What's the intake about the list where they pick, sir?
Well, a good list. We appreciate the list and respect the best for the guys then, and we believe say they will go out there and make the country proud.
I'll come back to the 2 goalkeepers them where they mention now one team, sir. I obviously we get a lot of goalkeepers there where they tremendously do well now with different leagues the way they play all over the world and Sierra Leone to be precise. What thing you go say about the two keeper them when they mention now one team, sir?
I think Nade, the head coach, do a mistake because like he may go take same keeper from the two keepers from the same club. I'm sorry, for who play for a national team. You know, other keepers they out there when they play for the clubs, them they perform very well. I believe say if I don't go and take 1 or 2 days back for backup with Fabianski.
Okay, so what you get for experts from the Bobo then way to go play the 9 inside Nigeria and the 13 home inside Guinea? What's expectation way at least you get for up for them?
Excellent, because we all see how we perform against the Nigerians. The 4-4 draw. We are in the B2, but yet still we come out strong and prove says we are the Lions. So I believe say this time around we'll go both them feathers, make them never fly again, and show say yes, Lion is the king of the jungle.
Sir.
The name na Jeremiah SCA with a reside at the Temetan community, sir.
Okay, Jeremiah. 3 days ago, we see the national team head coach John Kista be highlighted in 25-man squad ahead of Nigeria and Guinea Bissau for the AFCON 2023 qualifiers inside Ivory Coast. So, what do you go say about the particular list where John Kista be named, sir?
First of all, I want to say bravo and congratulations to the Leone Stars team for waiting and doing the Cameroon at the African Cup of Nations. And I want to say I really got love for them, and also I want to say big thanks to the technical team for waiting and do. Back to your questions. First of all, I want to say this coach he will talk about like a very good coach. You know, we all see what he do out there in the African Cup of Nations. And the list where he pull out days back, I believe say they choose them player today because of they see potential in them. They choose them because of their ability what they possess as good as players. You know. And I believe say we as Sierra Leoneans also believe in the squad, you know. We believe in the squad. This coach he picked them player they are not I believe say he picked them not because of favorism, he picked them because of what they get or any other thing. He picked them because of he believe in them so much, you know, he believe in so much and he believe say if they go out there then go put Sierra Leone at the top, then we would deliver, you know, out there, you know, not making choose them actually.
Okay, let's come back to the first game we're going to play Nigeria the 9th of June inside Nigeria. How the game get for be like to you as a Sierra Leonean?
Well, first of all, I want to say we go out there for a winning, you know. And then all Sierra Leonean, loving Sierra Leonean, for expect out there. So we go out there for a winning, you know. But we all know the Nigerian team actually they get potential player them when they play in Europe and we don't set the mark in Europe, you know. So we are some Sierra Leonean we're not going for just give up because of the names they did. We get for play as a team, you know, why the talkers we because we all are Sierra Leonean. And I believe say what we do against Nigeria, not so because of them get the Mares and this, that against Ivory Coast because of them get them big top. So we go out there and they will deliver and the World Series. So I believe now that same thing we self for go out there in Nigeria and go do. Remember, we don't play them once, you know, we don't play them sometimes back. But then we don't give you almost like 4 notes or 4-1. We catch them back from 4-1, we equalize to 4-4. And we also do the same also. We get a team, you know, we get a team actually, we get player them, we get talented player them, you know. I believe so if we go out there, we go secure it. For Nigerian game, I predict say Sierra Leone we win by 2 goals to 1. And then for Guinea Bissau, I predict for a 1-0 for Sierra Leone.
All right, that's now it is some of the fans then being get for say very much confident, optimistic, and then believe say Sierra Leone can get 6 points in both matches. Make I come to you, Emmanuel. What do you make up of what the fans can talk about? They mention about John Kamara in positioning. They mention about the 2 goalkeepers from one club. What do you make up of what the fans them they say?
Yeah, football gets its own dynamic, Maggie, and there are times waiting we as supporters in the talk and waiting they happen inside the room is quite different. And Kista getting system, getting technical team. There are times there are some instrumentations and within the use for measure the type of goalkeepers we want for use in a particular match. And they don't put instrumentation in place. They know the keeper the way you want for use. Bringing two goalkeepers from one club, a look at the dynamic.
All right, we don't lost Emmanuel. Jerome, let me pick up for Musa Emmanuel, but they say hopefully join me back. So let's make up of waiting the fans and talk about as most of the team that will already don't highlight them.
Somebody touched on about Issa Kalon in situation. I think within our first interview, I say, right, you know, a player now will just make that decision. There's something behind the scene because you know we left your country and then you say you want to wait for transfer until that transfer happen before you can just because of injury. When you see players then international, they go represent the country and then when they get transferred, the club they release them for do the medical and do all that stuff and then they return back then join the team. So I think that first interview at the right. And then with the lack of what Emmanuel be say about the goalkeepers, he's right. You know, if you don't pick you don't highlight you two goalkeeper the way you want, there's no reason for we take two goalkeeper in one club when if you don't give other people a chance. Other goalkeeper the way they play week in, week out for the teams there. Now the Salone Premier if you don't give them chance, if not one do. So I believe say that there should be a lot done for that goalkeeper issue there.
Yeah, the area of Issa Kalon is very funny because for me the excuse what the player make, makes sense. Saying
Exactly.
you know want to come play because you coach say like get injury, you want to focus on transfer. We're even playing
Exactly.
for the national team, can increase on your rating, forget another club. They can add your
Exactly.
rating and performance from the national team to the club you own, and then you can get a club for go play for. So saying that it doesn't make sense. Whether I get issue with Kista or not, that's not the issue now. But and obviously
Exactly.
turning the country down at this point where they need them because everybody they look at them say now one party player they wait for like where Kai Kamara then don't withdraw now or retire and then for Popo the team
Yeah.
at the back. So
Yep.
that gets question mark. But Emmanuel, video on your legs before you go. Waiting you want for round up on this situation.
Sorry, Maggie. As I've been to say, they say for the goalkeeper, that not for be an issue. Fabianski only waiting in a backup.
Okay.
It's a team play around them. So that choice of having two goalkeepers from one team, not for be an issue. We can see it don't happen as Spain. We're in Spain, may they take two defenders there from one clubs. It's about better pairing. That's what you look at. I tell you,
Alright.
most of these team boards and then getting the instrumentation they use on how to do the selection. And in terms of Issa Kalon, as they tell you, there's something need to be done in the backstage. This now we start to look up to. We need them at this squad for play against Nigeria. The SFA need for calm, put heads together and fairway and bring can this boy and play for it. Because it's gonna be an added cap for him professional life.
Okay. So we get for play Nigeria on the 9th inside Nigeria na the MKO Abiola National Stadium na Abuja 5 p.m. na the kickoff time na Nigeria but it will be 4 p.m. inside Salone and inside Guinea na the 13th of June 2022 against Guinea Bissau na they will host them na the General Lansana Contest Stadium na Conakry. But one important question we just come in at this one where Usman Kamara they say it's not a question but a statement say IMAX Sport the coach should not leave out Alhaji Kamara is the best striker in the national team. Let the coach watch the play of the last qualifiers against Nigeria. Alhaji Kamara is our savior in the match. Go Leone Stars. But Jerome Alhaji Kamara gets injury. He begin for train Wednesday. He begin for train hours before, just few hours where he post say don't start training. Now he start releasing in players they will call.
Well, I mean, I believe say Kista we don't go to handle that situation in long since before the pick player because we call injury player for camp play, and not even get game time with his teammates. Not training they come from injury. It takes time. There's a process. You get for get used to. You get for get a rehab. Get used to the pitch again. Get you match fitness before you begin get game time. So I think say if you get injury and then call the coach make a right choice. I don't think the coach left anything behind.
All right, so among the 25 players, you get 7 home base where the coach call. And inside the 7, 4 come from the champions of the league when are Bo Rangers, when are Musa Tombo Kamara, Ibrahim Cisse, when are the goalkeeper, and you also get Sai Dubai, a midfielder, and a defender, where na Malian, Mansari Saidu. Where looking at the the selection, you get them all from the different department. Then from the goalkeeping, defense, midfield, and attack, Bo Rangers get 4 players, and you get 2 way come from Lions and 1 from FC Wansin. So you think that these are just the 7 players where the top of situation now in the country in terms of performance in the league, and then deserve the call up?
The 7 players right now, yes, then deserve the call up because you see, you look at it, except the one goalkeeper, the other goalkeeper wouldn't be called. If you look at the team they play, the team that they perform really really well. The team that they play really really well in terms of the title content. So I think except for the one goalkeeper wouldn't be called, the 7 goalkeeper are Bowen Jazz. The rest of them they're okay, they're all good, but there should be more to this list because they all do really well.
All right. Well, then we'll continue with the show and bring you more. We will open the phone line for let you call and have you say. Keep watching and keep sharing the live as this now, which will be discussed about Leone Stars. Now we will come to the championship itself where Bo Rangers don't win. But before that, let we take this break and we will come back and talk. All right, welcome back, welcome back. Well, we see the Premier League, the race for the title don't come to an end yesterday as Bo Rangers finally claimed the trophy after we then get 72 points out of 32 matches played, 2 more matches to go. But the point enough now for let them lift the trophy as then the second place bossing or team is still just get 61 points, which means that even if they win their next 2 matches, they're not able to catch the elephants them again. First off, Emmanuel, what do you make up about the league table and how the league finished? They struggle with the league, but not get money, but they managed to they reach to this point with just 2 matches left for complete the 2021-2022 season.
And first and foremost, I want to congratulate the board being able to bring this league to this far. And taking into consideration the constraints where the board go to in terms of finances. And you're not going to play without money. And taking them back from free time to the provinces and for play the leagues, that's a big thumbs up for them. And with the ask Papa government for do and the media houses, the businesses, they then come in and help the football. If they self join on and push this football go before at the end of the day that the nation get for benefits. Because if them are able to get good playing times and the league gets a good standard, trust me, we will be able to come out, go over and play. Because waiting now affect most of the players we're not able to make at the international market because of the standard of the league. The only thing we league is standard go. I will put power. We'll put money power and they get international recognition, but more than they will play better football. And waiting go happen, we league they get more attention. And the national team get direct benefit of this one here. So I give a big kudos to the organizers and the board for bringing this year Premier League to an end. And congratulations to Bo Rangers, who will emerge as the champion.
All right, Jerome, you know, one person very skeptical about Bo Rangers in championship, as you feel say they get so many free points, especially with the points they already win from FC Salone, Port Authority and all. You think say therefore we get a little bit of replay rather than giving them the point like that. So what do you think they don't finally lift the trophy above you? Team Easter Lions the eighth.
First of all, I want to congratulate them as people who know me, they know so I can call them 3 Point Rangers FC. So now they name that this season, now they encapsulate most of the games they're waiting for replay, they give them points. But you know, now the rules now rules. If not rules they don't make and other team break the rules and that's why for B, you know, that's what it is. But the league done at the top side. Now we look at the bottom side, the relegation side, for see who that make it for go down. I say big congratulations to the Easter Lions. Then just to go and draw no more. You know, let them go to draw. Me think say the next game back when they get for playing, I draw them for draw. See the league done because they lost confidence.
So if you say go wrong for Lions, because at one time the race been tight to the point that even Bo Rangers begin complain. Because Salon football is if me they lead, the wider beer me they complain. If this lead, so if you say Lions begin for go wrong.
Maggie, I be tell you say regardless anybody who lost or draw any one of them game they all lost the title. And Easter Lions are the first to go game. Regardless, we and Bo Rangers be they get all them points in the Easter Lions be they get confidence for say yes. We they go and then we still go win games there. And then not see what they do. But when they begin play, when they starting from FC1 scene, then they drop form. And then begin drop form. From that time in now, they give up, they lost energy and all that. So now I go on for them. I clearly what we can additional talk and say anybody will do the next game. They lost the title and I happened. And I used to Lions first draw. They all lost the title to Bo Rangers. Bo Rangers get the confidence and pick up the 3 points.
Jerome, we also get issue where some people they complain the referees them say they be little bit biased to certain teams then decisions were like not comfortable with other teams. We know African football is somebody not there in the favorable position, he can complain refs, but the complaints were many and we don't hear any statement from the referees committee. The league keep on going. We see like the match between was it Cambo Eagles and Bo Rangers, we see the fighting at the field. Police then come and use tear gas and all. So what do you think about their allegations them there about the referees them? You be the watch some of the matches them online.
Right. For the fact that the Premier League board no pull statement, no adjust that situation there. Tell me something. But me no say this na things then this way you want to sell yourself, na the market, na things then this way get for solve. Like how we brother be say earlier, this league it need a beaucoup adjustments para. The people learn where they go now when our board they need to adjust this league also. There's a lot of stuff that they need to do. The referee side, they need to fix that. They need to put in rules. They need to know how they pay the referee. But as I say no more, when you want market yourself, you want sell yourself. Now one party side, and this way you need to fix yourself. And then they need to fix themselves at the violence side too. Fix that. And then they need to market themselves out. Now they for do next season.
Okay, so Emmanuel, what do you think about the allegations against the referees? You said we watch some of the games them on Facebook.
Yes, that's no good on football. I think one of the anything for fans saying at the game that the referees. The referee do well, they do good. Somebody must say something wrong. But I'd also raise this point again. We referee they need more trainings. We really see some of the calls the way they make and doing with the watch on Facebook, they were really poor calls. And most of the matches the way they officiate. I remember I saw this fight between Cambo Eagles. I mean on the way when they play against Bo Rangers. I watch the game, I see Feds, tear gas all come inside. Yeah. I just turn it up because if the international world is shifting, it bring a question mark for the leagues. So I was like shocked for see short things still happening with Salone football where we want to see and go before. So this is a call for the referee association home for try for bring more criticism for help we referees and they because the league they take a different direction now. We see the momentum when the league begins. I think the games were so big for we referees and the fitness. So I remember the days of the late Mr. Bull, blessed memory. Always when they try for keep referees and fit. So then we able to handle some of the matches the way been the gone. But now we just see
Alright.
the momentum of the game don't they affect we referees and them calls. So more training for we referees them will help for make we able get a better league.
Now Jerome to the one man army. Like in the talk I'm saying not to anyone, 9 people they see, but there are a lot of people behind Bow Rangers we support them to this. Last year we see they unveil the clubhouse, beautiful clubhouse, and then begin the process for like this league we want for winner, and then go as far as putting things together, buying the top rated players. Them we see in the second round the likes of Malian join them, Yemi Dunia, the Ibrahim Sisse, a lot of players, even is it Kasim, the player where they play for Central Parade, they all join them, and we see the outcome of the money we then spend. You think say Babadi na the type of people we need in football, or na the reason behind Bow Rangers then success, or like other people they look at and say, well, Babadi they do this because of this certain reason.
Anybody where they first of all, I congratulate the entire team, the management, anybody where they behind the scene, the players, them, including Babadi. Now they all contribute for every success where they go on at the club, every success where they go on at the club, including when they win the title, including the changes that where they bring Canada the league. Anything now where any other club do, we know saying our bowling jazz and they don't start them, and they don't do a really good job. They don't show an example to the other teams there. Where you take care of the players, them they deliver for you. That's what they do. And me at the Gandhi winning, but after this year, next year, I want to see if you will pick up to the challenges. So my own challenges are for next year. Now the year now. If you go pick up to the challenges and improve, if what people are saying are true, or what people are saying in order not to do. So I
All
race for our
right.
next season.
Okay, so Emmanuel, how you go model Babadi in actions, bringing Bow Rangers to this level after 68 years, then win the Premier League for the first time. Bow Rangers been the playing at the Premier League, but then be just participants. But this time they become a competitors to champions. So, how you think say other clubs then for use this as a case study for develop themselves? Clubs like Lions, Mighty Blackpool, the big name clubs, the way they do their best, but in terms of administrative structure, it's not there.
Maggie, Baba na the type of people who we call the game changers. I can always talk this. The one thing to make country go before, now where we start to get strong policies and administrations. The same thing with Babadi don't do so. If you're not able to end up forget strong administration, it collapse. It happened with Diamond Stars. The time of Kwedu Holdings, they call them poor money. Diamond Stars become top. But at the end of the day, because strong administration, or they looked at today and they felt the same thing, Mighty Black Police Lions, that they papa them. But waiting up with them clubs and port authorities because they not get strong administration. So as time goes by, it happen in the feed away. So let we look at what they don't do. And let we back up with strong administrations. It puts administrations in with football. Clubs will become outstanding. It go take, it go last long. But because of waiting till a one-man show, Naim Kadi go do you to my waist Poland, it don't die down. But even if Babadi left tomorrow and there's a strong administration, waiting will happen, Bow Rangers go still continue for team up. Look like Diamond Star, where Paul Gabasakwi Poland, waiting happen struggle today. They almost they don't on investigation. So for me, I don't see for my like we need for make we clubhouse them or we clubs and we country get strong administration. So from one line to another, this can still go get better performance. That's it.
All right. We'll move on now. Let we look at the table. The table because it's very much important. Rangers, the winner, East Lions second, FC Salone third. All the teams that don't play 32 matches, but then get two matches more for play. Now, Police, now the first team for relegate. Then good big now the first team for relegate and anti-drugs and all everybody has the first stranga one and Babuya Warriors as well. But police then the relegation one don't confirm and they don't go down. You know, positively say the police they did prayer because they have 15 the way they take na traffic, you know, then small so then driver they go wow so I made a lot of spoil. But waiting this relegation battle now. Even Diamond Star not safe within this relegation battle. Diamond Stars not safe.
Not
They're not
safe, yes.
safe at all because you get anti-drugs will get 34, Edwards 35, and Diamond Stars and Bible Warriors get 36, 36. And within these two matches we left, now just one point there between there. Even Alslav also not too safe it because they get 37. So these teams that are around there, even Port Authority, you can't rule them out because anything can happen. They can lose them two matches, and teams like Diamond Stars win two, other one they win two, then go on top. So waiting when I think about this relegation battle, police don't confirm, but you get teams them also where go be a surprise in the relegators.
When police are then fair to they really fight hard for let them stay, but you know they're not able because they're not getting firepower at the front. They're not getting somebody with the score for them the goals. So all of the other ones and then the Stars. The other ones they go very slow, but I think so they go down. Then back now the same thing just like police
All right, so Emmanuel, waiting I take on this relegation battle. Babuya Warriors, Edwards, anti-drugs, and we're not rule out police and we're not rule out Alslaf and Port Authority as well.
Yeah, because when I take a close look from the table, Maggie, I'll tell you, say presently, remember I talk and Jesus say even Diamond Stars they face relegation. Because I realize none of them draw or loss right now can go down at that table day. So from that number 12 till somebody for go down or cow. So the last two games it's a must win. And it will be an interesting match for all the teams. I think these last two games will therefore be one of the most interesting matches on the table. For who
Yeah,
is
but Posse must
go out of the league. And
it will be interesting, but at the end of the day, Posse must.
Yeah.
All right. We will keep on
So
going with
the
the show.
bottom team, them would have for relegate except for police, we don't start team.
Yeah, we get a breaking news where they say breaking news. Guinea top flight side football club Oweya AC signed Eastern Lions goalkeeper, local home-based goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara Fabianski on a 2-year deal. Posted on the club website. He did with the club photo and say bienvenue and in French or so. So if that's the fact, congratulations to Fabianski. We don't get a 2-year contract. He go nice for go they play like Guinea, they play with Nations Cup qualifier them. We'll just go meet somebody. That's not the latest with that. What we will find out more and bring you more information on that. Yeah. But let me take now the top goal scorers, the battle for the top goal scorers. We see 5 players. The list of top goal scorers long, but we see 5 players get close numbers in the competition. Jerome for the Golden Boot. Musa Tombo they don't win the league, but They lead the table now for top scorers with 16 goals. He scored 2 yesterday, played influential role, meaning
16 goals.
the money where they
Yeah.
spend per am, they deserve am because now win the cup for them. So in 2 goals was very much important in yesterday match. And Donald Wellington don't do extremely well in this second round from Blackpool, when a Kobo from Musa Ibinde to the
Yeah.
level where Musa Tombo don't lead them. He can be now with 13 goals, and he get Almami Buya of Usum Stars, we get 12. Ibrahim Keta of Eastern Tigers 11, and Ali Conte still there on 10th. Where it's now another surprising performer for him first time playing in the Premier League for Eastern Lions.
Um, Musa Tombo, I be talking last time. Say if you not reach to the final who they get last year, he underperform. So me, it don't improve. Now a big improvement. Imagine the goal we get last year. I think about 13, 13 or 14, and then this season it gets 16, and then the season not done it too. So it get more for goal. And now a top striker, now country striker, with all the stuff that go around them, and they perform well like this. It really they show say like, a good striker, and it really they focus on the football. Donald Wellington, he really can't change Mighty Blackpool. Now he can't save them back step too. Now I know the other savior where he be the score for them because I remember Mighty Blackpool they don't be they play well. The second rounds of the Premier League, now they get firepower because they get somebody with they get goal machine. So now people like this back as well. Donald Wellington will then forget chance now the Salone now the national team and then see because they play really well. They show so much firepower. Ali Conte in form kind of drop right now. In form really drop.
Okay, Emmanuel, the race for the golden boot, you think say Musa Tombodo run away with topping now with 3 goals ahead of Donald Wellington with 3, 2 more matches to play for all the teams there.
I can tell you, say the race is not over until it is over. Because there's every possibility, say, Kobo Cable score 6 goals in the next 2 games. There. Because now a prolific
Okay.
striker, he can do anything at any time. Yeah. So until the final games then played on, then me go take on Musa Tombo say it'll win the golden boot. And one thing I want to say, congratulations to the strike of with football. At least now we see with players and now at least they able to get up to 16 goals. Before the highest goal will go again at 12, 9. But now for me, they able to reach up to that 16, a good progress. And we hope say maybe by the next year we go see them able to come up to 25 goals for a year. Then we don't begin
So,
still.
you know the fact, you know the fact, Musa Tombo, maybe let's say Musa Tombo
Yeah.
for the score past 25 goals this season. But say in every day spark. It can then on Sunday balance Boring and say it affects for our Tombo. So they can grab no more left the camp, he go sit up near Julie Tombo, he avoid the football. But honestly, I see the potential now for score up to 25 goals this season if it been focused, especially after we come out the Nations Cup. He relax, it takes some time before he gets in fire and power back and begin for score goals. But it really gets the chance for reach up to 20 or 25 goals this season. Jerome.
Well, now I mean, I know the post will be more be the go at some say, I be the seller, So we combination so we can just don't know. I say I be the caller who but now it really they show in potential. It show what the team be bad for. And the team really need them though. Where you see the past time the way not be the play and not be the play fine, the team be the struggle. Say the team will go and lose points to police. Police don't relegate to them. They fed police them per point. But good story, man. I'm proud of her.
I should say Musa now one of the best right now in the striking business na Salone for score
Right.
goals. One of the best forwards. All right, Dimitros, like I said, we just break the news and we want to congratulate Mohamed on a new contract, 2 years deal with Oya Fine Club in Guinea. We hope say he will get a better career with them. This again, Dimi want to say congratulations to Bo Rangers, but Dimi, you team Edwards look not stable yet, them will relegate. Max, I think we should respect the decision of Issa Kalon and pray for him to succeed, settle down, join the team. Okay, yes, we just got to respect them as nine decision, and we not get nothing to go against. Go Leone Stars from Fode Sanko, and yeah, they say not to better excuses Akalongi. In fact, according to the news, when we see they say Issa withdraw because in manager advice I'm say many clubs need them let you know go Salone and go get injury. Like yes, that's what we
Injury.
all and we don't
Exactly. That, I mean, that
ultimately.
decision, I they make
Yeah.
excuses. That decision don't make no sense.
All right. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let me just look at some of we youngsters them as inside. Today we're not going much for talk about Salone players abroad. So we don't already congratulate Alice say we don't married. We want for wish them all the best in union. And same way, so you get few of the players them. One Yaya Kalon, where you know where the Jazz is for Sierra Leone, but lots of Sierra Leoneans they wish say he go play for Sierra Leone one day. But Yaya in issue way get that documentation where he need for settle with the Italy people and force before we represent Salone. But one thing is that in team don't relegate. One of the teams that will relegate from this year and most likely, you know, he go play Sierra B next season. He go join waiting I name Augusto Scarborough where they play for Cotonou. So Jerome is Yaya Kalon, you know, fans they call for him, they want can't play, but a lot of people don't know waiting the behind in story we're making able for represent Sierra Leone.
Um, yeah, Kalona a good player. Well, to be honest, this season they not perform well. Oh. And a team now of a big team like Italy, they not perform well. With the amount of players they be sign good players there, and they still not perform. Then drop form, and now make the relegate. But as I said, a good player, no just get in time, and then get a chance, let it settle in paper in, and then do all that stuff there, and then we will go back. We will try to convince them back. We not for make no other account we take again. We don't for convince them.
All right. It's not about country taking him. It's about getting in paper straight before he step in foot out of Italy for represent Sierra Leone. Emmanuel, um, you know, say we
Yeah.
will know this situation. We know. So, people know they call on Yaya for campaign. So, but this player, I don't want to say this, but one of people around the world where they seek asylum, and it gets for again for do certain documentation first, wait for clear and say, well, this you don't clear, it can go out of Italy now for represent Sierra Leone. So let people them understand that because some people feel say just know how to represent Sierra Leone or whatsoever.
Yeah. And it's still a general, right?
Yes, yes. Then
Yeah.
they get again.
And we then they go down. And we're in what it takes when you seek then asylums there. So again for take time for make them give permission for go out of the country. And the only way I for Salone except if we go international.
Yeah, and
Salone
that's
they go international
all
and then
depends. All
the way
all depends on the story where
all
it gives.
depends.
Yeah.
The
So
way give. So we will
we
play
just
for Salone internationally, but I know we go play for Salone home.
yeah, we
This
just
this
wish
get for
them all the
even if they
best.
readjust in paper. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we hope say
All
things
right.
go on well for make it keep up in form. That's it.
We dey keep tabs on young stars them as well where they play inside America. A lot of we stars them there America. We get lots of players them there. This na Isaiah Jones and Levi Jones, we are two brothers, and they play for one fine club where they are the Grace Christian Academy. These boys then are the youth category and they do fantastic. Jerome, what do you think about the young talent there?
We need to nurture with young talent. Especially when they're abroad, but the scouts them, but they nurture them, including the one they were in our salon. We need to provide the best with teams there in our salon, salon Premier League. They need to provide the best possible way for nurture with young talents there. And we get beaucoup young talent the way they come up. You can see the national team, the players who they come. They're all talented. Now, young players, they will well now, and they play really well with the pace there. So, we need to scout them and nurture them.
Yeah, I know when we can post some players and some man they say now 60 they play one they post and a small but we know they post for like Kista column na the team. We they post or write about them players and let them know say these are Sierra Leone that they play. In other countries like why Senegal and Mali can dominate or teams like Nigeria can dominate in under 17, under 20, now that they make use of them the youth players they are waiting at the international academies then. Then bring them
Yep.
come and begin nurture them, say they reach to certain level where they will represent the national team, so they're not gonna lose them. Like most of them, but they don't the US, they don't get that culture. If they go into certain situation, they might say, okay, I represent US. I'm not gonna play for Sierra
Yep.
Leone anymore. But if you get them from where they're young, they understand their culture and know that this country are come up, it go nice for get them together. Not so for play for Leone Stars, they not reach that level yet,
Yep.
but you can begin for get taps of them. Emmanuel.
Maggie, you always listen lately. I always cry to you about the youth system. That's me. I believe in the next generation. And one key to it that affects Salone football per se, we never cater for the youth. The youth system dying at Salone football. Now me presently with national team the struggle. Look at Nigeria, go to Senegal. Let's help them at the youth. Never sports play from so ball, then get a youth structure where then they go to. I'm so impressed for seeing the young but they are so when are Sierra Leoneans. But now we look at we country back home. Which plans, which program do we get for youth? If there is a way where we can recall them, but we put them into a camp where they're playing with each other, go give a future for tomorrow for the national team. But I tell you, within the next 5 years, them will go what's there again. Because you go, but you don't naturalize them, then they play for the side. Because why we youth system
Yep.
or structure. So if we able put a good structure for we youth them, we no go lost and get poor national team. Nigeria, they like say, where is they left somebody they come because they get a system where they able help them. So that key stars and the like, let them all look into that and help with next generation. If not, we go still with Allah Salone.
Jerome, we're talking about the youth system. We see the FA being gets list of coaches the way they work on that, the way they be appointed on that 20, on that 17, on that 15. Abu Sanko, they all the likes of Tostao, they all within at that level there. But rumors or some news or they get that they don't scrap them and they want for do them all again. What do you think about the youth system? We know so the last time we under 15 go out, then between mercilessly.
Yep. Me, I think say it's not all about the coaching. It's the equipment. They're not getting equipment for coach the player there, for nurture the players there. They're not getting the right people there. It's about the right people. We bring kind the right people for let them help you for go your academy team. They prospect really well. So they not do that. They need focus for that. They all want to bring kind a better coach. Even if you bring kind a good coach, you not get the right equipment for coach the players there. It's not going to work. If you not get the equipment there, put the equipment there, put something for the players then, let them work. Will they help them? Will they help them in the future? The world launching, there's so many stuff going on now where like you can able to for a player improve them in a way you don't need for begin coaching like tactically.
All right.
There's a bunch of stuff where you need for a player there. And now this
Okay.
they do. And this is they do that and they need for change for that.
Okay, so Musa he said they say Bo Rangers deserve the title. Watching the match yesterday was like a final, but the pitch, as always, could not allow more constructive passes to be made. Good pitch will surely help our boys. Yes, we need rapid development for pitches across the country so that the players can play fantastic football. This now another young talent when Femi Tunji na highlight himself the America. They play for Logan Elm High School team under 18. Fantastic player where they come up now upcoming. We just bring some of them players there for let people know about them. So they're not gonna be a surprise in the future. Like how it take long for get Salone and Alex them for play for Salone. But these are young boys where they don't they link themselves to Sierra Leone and they want for be. It's like this youth system we not get an asylum, but if the players are already America, Australia, England, and they get there, kind good opportunity there. It's nice that they bring them come up for we. We then move on with the show, and maybe we'll go open the phone line for let yourself call. Let just put the phone number on WhatsApp. You go away on WhatsApp and tell what you think about the team, the freeze, the Bow Rangers Championship. Just call and have you saying at the show. We'll go pick your call and get your words. Now we move a bit from Salone and take some international. Well, the one of the week now,
I'm afraid this is
Everton.
Patrick Vieira.
Everton, as we see, where they save, like how Edwards the trainer for let them go be saved. You know, Jerome. We see where the fans then come and take over the pitch, and Vieira we get in contact with one of the fans, then we be attacker, and we see we get on the back heel. A lot of people be condemn him for that, say as a coach, if we're not saying our celebration, they do it all. Looking at Everton, you are to celebrate this. Jerome, what does this mean if now you team Manchester will relegate, go relegate so?
Yeah, let me team not be so. Well, when you look at, I think there's no reason for that fans to go to that for Patrick Vieira. Absolutely no reason. If they celebrate, go inside the pitch, you celebrate. We're not going in face. They get a point finger power. Then they know.
The fans, the boss will do so. It do like parade feel. I don't know,
Exactly.
Now parade behavior like for be fit
They're still
behavior.
not safe it. They need for win the game today because it look like they're going for lose points. Because he said yesterday, Leeds United and Bowling they don't write a petition against them, so the Premier League. So
Well,
they're not safe it.
I'm not really concerned about what's going on. But me no say then go tower Arsenal today. The games that just started at the moment, 20 minutes played in all matches. Arsenal 0, Everton 0, Brentford 0, Leeds United 1. Them don't score. Leeds don't score. And the first way score for them that goal they Nacho Gelhardt. And also inside the matches that they play, Brighton 0, West Ham United 0, Burnley 0, Newcastle 1. Chelsea 1, Watford 0, Crystal Palace 0, Manchester United 0, Leicester City 0, Southampton 0, Liverpool 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Wow. Man City then go up now, but Man City still they draw 0-0 whilst Liverpool don't get against. And Norwich 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. My only aim in today's match is Tottenham Hotspur should win. And Man City should maintain their lead if Liverpool won the loss. So me won the league for end the season for NTD Ireland. Tottenham should win, and I'm happy they've scored. And let's see if na Son score now.
I did not talk about Liverpool for lose.
Kulusevski, Liverpool not for win. I don't want to let them win at all. Yeah, so at the moment they don't give them 1-0, but City they go with Villa 0-0. It's 22 minutes played in all the matches they can play, and Arsenal where now that team were which Arsenal they did go 0-0 with Everton.
Maggie, no way. Yeah.
Yes, Jehu.
Well, Everton they need for win. They need for a winner at all costs. So Everton therefore beat Arsenal. Everton they beat them, but Manchester United they're not getting no chance. They're just playing on for play sake. They are hope for Man City for win. For them not embarrass themselves.
Jerome, no one cares about Manchester United. Like I said,
my point is we not do player of the year ceremony.
My point is Arsenal for draw their loss. But as long as Spurs they win for me, it's okay. Even if Arsenal win, as long as Spurs they win for me, it's okay at the moment. And as long as Liverpool they per loss, it's okay for me at the moment. I just want them team then they for succeed, and Arsenal and Liverpool for disappoint. Oh, I love pick this call. Hello, caller. Hello. All right, we missed this call. If you want to call and be part of the show, the number there now the screen, you can call on WhatsApp and tell me what you think about the Leone Star list and all the things that we don't discuss inside the show. Let we continue to take messages. This one they say, Rangers, we wish Una the very best in the next coming Africa Champions League. That's not from Qatar. And Musa again, they say the referee situation is satisfactory. More need to be done. Okay, as we go, Jerome, what do you make up of the transfer rumors and all? Kylian Mbappe yesterday is not Madrid for staying at PSG inside the biggest deal that happened so far 2022 in football.
That it disappoints Madrid really much. Madrid fans yesterday they be all over the place on Twitter. They cry, they complain. La Liga back complain because now they only open and they for let them get more money now. And they not get player you only go sign for let them leak and get money. They not get top talent again. They not get that talisman. Only the show the face for La Liga.
But
So
but
pass
Lewandowski for go Barca.
yeah, Maggie, say if Premier League team go for Lewandowski, and Lewandowski they can na Premier League than even na La Liga. And now for let them put the money on me.
So Madrid lost both ways because even Haaland be supposed to go to them, but they not go to them again.
Yes, they're not push one because they're refusing to get Mbappe. So now they all make them vex. Then they all make them vex because they're not push one because they're refusing to get Mbappe. Now they not get Mbappe now they make complaint.
Okay, so Liverpool don't score. It's 1-1 now. 1-1 with them Wolverhampton. Make us see who that score for Liverpool. Mane na in score. What did they do this African boy? Eh? So Man City we need to score, man.
You know it that's up to win.
Man City we need for score because it's gonna be a City United to win the cup. We know how to be disappointed. Who's coming about trouble this? I think they disallow Leeds them goal as well because I see 0-0. I think they disallow
they disallow them goal.
Yes. So it's all 0-0-0-0-0-0 and just Newcastle leading. Chelsea don't score 1-0 against Watford. And Leicester 0, Southampton 0, Liverpool 1, Wolverhampton 1, Manchester City 0, Aston Villa 0, and Norwich 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1 still. It's a long way to go though. It's 25 minutes played, and I still believe a City will be united. A City will be united to win the Premier League. A City United. And I'm gonna massive side. If we come to the Mancunians, we prefer our brothers that win rather than those Liverpool guys. So with the trouble already around Emmanuel, one team there, two teams then they will not look serious now the market. We now Manchester and Arsenal. Big team, they already don't turn picking team. We see them compete, all they stretch the muscle, but Arsenal and Manchester will just see them quiet in the market.
Yeah. Almost Arsenal just get penalty when they can't score. We go make them can't tie it up with Tottenham.
Nothing
can happen. There's every tendency say Norwich can beat Tottenham. If we go back to the markets, and there's one magician in football we always get expect for winner as a Wenger. They've been talking one thing that FIFA and football governing bodies a need for put a spending on football. Football get for be in a way that it will ask for make it get control. The bigger teams then go always bully the market. And we see these oil guys and now they don't come in football for pump money in a way that some of them have the very struggle, the likes of we Arsenal. Because we not go get right now for go stand Mbappe. Also go pull a can of a couple. You see. But we also they try right now as I tell we score and we therefore we come celebrate back for strengthening up with defense and see and right now for Arsenal. So they don't even compare in speed and in attacking format just like De Bruyne. So we need for bring and come back for support the team. And we get one or two attackers that we want bring in again. We go give it some strength. Now the Arsenal team. And for Manchester United, I think I need to give the coach some time because I still want for play a system around Cristiano Ronaldo. and Ronaldo don't decide for stay back. So give him some
Okay,
time and
so
make a building system around and Ronaldo get a better season.
Martinelli don't score for now. Be concerned at the table, not to Ten Hag, because we team they good this season. Now small team no more they wait. Manchester go good. So okay, let's pick this call. Hello, caller. I didn't know the call from. Hello. Yeah, Santos, go ahead and make a contribution.
I'm not going to hear you.
All right, thank you very much, Santos. We don't get your point. But if you have a call, we get a few more time. We go take your call and go. We enjoy the Premier League ending now the season. All right, still the table stand. Man City get 91, Liverpool 90, Chelsea 74, Spurs 71, Arsenal 69, and my own team Manchester 59, West Ham debuting with Tiki 57, Wolverhampton 52, Leicester 50. And Birmingham 49 na so a day, and so far so good. The relegation already we don't confirm. Burnley, Watford, Norwich. These three teams they're all the back to relegation right now. Yes, Jerome. So what you don't follow up so far with the latest in terms of the transfers? Then we see these two big names that don't go already: Mbappe and Haaland. Lewandowski, Barca one time, some Premier League clubs at one time, and other couple of other players. And people think say Ronaldo might left Manchester even though it's and good more they come out and one for certain team around them.
Ronaldo now always a player where in the wait for see what will happen for with the team. Most player play they sign before they making decision. So now me from the decision, I always wait till transfer done. Now they say yes in the Spain.
Congratulations. And Jerome, sorry, Maggie, we don't make a number 2.
Yes, Arsenal just scored a second goal, and now the same player, Martinelli.
When I score goal, say which Spurs win London, I totally qualified.
Yeah.
Arsenal, una voucher, una can get one voucher every summer. So una get one voucher if una waste time money London, money not again. Right now, when they see lack of other players, asking Villa, they pass player. Lakers, they can't spend more money. Manchester United get for spend more money. They get more money they get for the coach, obviously. Then they will not winning. I told them they don't discuss.
When they say now only get million, they give the coach because they want for going for players already on free transfer.
Yeah, but again for the more than 100 million because imagine Maggie about 13 players they get for left the club. They get for they go. Regardless, they get for left the club. So they get for replace like a whole team. They get for go so they get for replace. So me I believe so we get for some big players. Regardless, we will finish 6th, 9th. We will still Manchester United. We are still have big club with some big players there. Arsenal elect and then finish 7th, 6th. Nobody go for them because
you know what make a glad now. I get two people that are this program now. One day Arsenal, one day Manchester. So Chelsea also we see Rudiger they push players for left. They're not good for talking any deal. He wants for left the club. And we see Chelsea drop form a little bit at the end of this. The few matches away left for the league. And you think say Rudiger and go touch on the defense, looking at the way they don't build the team around them.
They don't get money right now. They don't get owners. Now owners they don't get right now. Then if we worry about who's owner would they get right now, then if we worry, they're not going to worry about players. Because even fans, they don't get a game. They say fans are not for buy the tickets. They lost money. Now make everybody they think opportunity of them free players they wouldn't get. They get free players. They get as like Kuta way and he say they go to Barcelona. Where Barcelona they got some free players that they sign right now. And if they need money, they sell the big money player. When Frankie De Jong, that's why he go to sell am for 70 million. That time, imagine I said put 70 million. Barcelona they accepted the big Frankie De Jong back for like accept for like because they need money. Then by the club they pay dry. So Chelsea are the feeling for them. They feel sorry for them. They can't go for summer where they know they no owner it.
But that not to other people are concerned because Chelsea we don't enjoy during Mourinho in days that they take people and players and fitty fatter. Now Kama they go bearded now. So now you touch about the free transfers the way there you get some powerful free transfers there this summer. And the
Yes.
likes of Oba, Di Maria, but is it Frankie as well?
No, Frankie is not free.
Yeah, Lewandowski or
Lewandowski, Isco.
yeah, Isco,
Isco,
lots of them.
Isco, I think they go Arsenal. I hear that the rumor to Arsenal.
All
So
right.
I'm guessing they go Arsenal. They go get more money they back. Now more money they go get padded.
Yeah. So looking at the set of people that were on free now, you think say the waiting Manchester United board wants for do go happen. Ahmed Jabi Alekuna scored 2 now they qualify. You and
So Fernando scored 2
Flimpi
already.
you and Flimpi are the which one? I joined which 2 days ago for which Arsenal. Arsenal let they go Champions League, they left we Manchester we create. We don't end bien una. We don't end bien una. We dey go Europa League. We dey go una dey go north side. Alekuna score
Yeah, now Wally go.
Liverpool they let they win this cup today. Man City they win now. We dey win una bembe. Let's check Liverpool the results because the other what you have reached now
It's still
Liverpool.
1-1.
Yes,
Yeah, now
1-1.
Wally go na Europa League. Go go first place. Without the winner.
For what
Wally
for Arsenal for win league, let bank stamp tight for me. I beg there. I want to go to Ghana, he be in shop free of charge. Let Limpino go there. Let us not give me a bank stamp with Arsenal weapon there. Una let go north side. This is gonna be our we only go Europa. Una take out how it is. Time go Tottenham don't score 2. Una back don't score 2. Whatever it be.
Yeah, Wally go there.
Kane very good. Kane don't score with English striker don't score for we. So they are the support Spurs and Man City inside the last step of the league business. Now we
Yeah. So we can come up with support Madrid. Now so they do.
yeah we can we go support Madrid against Liverpool.
No, but Maggie,
now we they don't go waka we
Maggie, for we Arsenal, we already know so be there.
Una no know. The juju we una use against we for lot well. Who say we don't
We
go
be
fend
already.
We if we finish it, the plan now.
the juju we una use for Manchester well we don't go fend it.
If we finish 6, we plan. If we finish 6 with the same plan, good one and back. If we not finish 6, we sign no plans.
Jerome left the number or not the juju they
I'm not going to convince the plan they say can't to who's not going to tell them? We now go tell us they can't play with Ronaldo. You don't play with Ronaldo.
free in
Now me
some
want
few
to for maintain
international
with 5.
Ragnick, Manchester United interim manager confirm confirm Edison Cavani will be leaving. So then they don't confirm now. Cavani they left himself na free transfer.
Yep.
Arsenal change and future recruitment plans. The work still isn't done. Okay. Wan-Bissaka after new Manchester United deal wants a new deal. Wan-Bissaka, Manchester fans and all like again over so let go. So who's deal again waka sign out team pack it back.
Maggie, this will go well. Aston Villa don't score.
They don't score powder. City.
They don't score for City.
What?
Pamati. Yeah.
Titi una go do it so. Titi una go do it so.
Okay, I see a number city where they don't score for United back, yeah.
No, United will not get used. We don't get used. We don't care about we we own team.
Same,
We not
same.
Crystal Palace
Una
will
they
not get
can
used.
6, una they can 7.
We not get used. Not a better team.
We dey go play
You know, say
against
for
that
West Ham
Salone. Now
win
West Ham
una
and
they
Salone
can
we
7,
dey go
then
play
can 6.
Europa Conference. We go play Europa Conference. Against
We
our
will
boss.
win am. We go win. That don't fit. Europa Conference. So really now the table. If I check the table again, City still the lead with the way Liverpool don't score. They the lead. So
Liverpool in for
City.
win.
Liverpool for win, yes, but City
Yeah.
need for score goal and win as well.
City
So
in for
if they don't
draw.
win, Wala be like bicycle. Okay, quick one. Tottenham, Chelsea, and Juventus are interested in signing Ivan Perisic, but Inter Milan boss Simon Inzaghi hopes the winger shows transfer interest and stays on at Inter. Tottenham are weighing up a free transfer for Southampton's Fraser Foster next season, according to reports. Southampton young star Diamond Edwards is attracting interest from a number of clubs after making an impressive return from injury. Everton boss Frank Lampard is plotting a move for young Chelsea centre half Levi Colwill, who has been part of Huddersfield's push to the play-off final. Incoming Manchester United boss Erik ten Hag is preparing five-a-side cage work to whip his new squad into shape when he takes over. Aaron Bissaka wants a new deal at Manchester United, but has been told to wait on Erik ten Hag's verdict on the future. Fulham are keen to lure Nemanja Matic back to London when his Manchester United contract expires this summer. West Ham will step up interest in 25 million pound rated Sassuolo striker Gianluca Scamacca. Burnley are asking a staggering 40 million pound for goalkeeper Nick Pope, whether they stay in Premier League or not. Nicky Booth and Paul Scholes will take a more hands-on role in running the team and training at Salford City. Those are the news. And Barcelona chief Xavi Hernandez has suggested the club's final who could open the door for Manchester United to prize Frankie de Jong away from the Camp Nou this summer. Arsenal dramatic collapse could yet have repercussions on Bukayo Saka and his imminent contract discussion, with reports indicating Arsenal may have to include a release clause in any new deal put front of the academy graduates. Jerome. These are some of the news so far where we did get, and lots of news where they come on as Arsenal don't join Newcastle and West Ham inside the race for Chelsea hot shot. Armando Broja, the blue striker, has a host of Premier League clubs ready to try and acquire his services.
We get more complete transfer than I mean they say Arsenal they have to take 2 or 3. They don't get money. Now they made you look man. Now I get for the free transfer. And then Barcelona. And Perisic na good player, but it is for carry age. It is for old. But I think say until Antonio Conte, if we don't coach him before, so it will be fit now Spurs in team.
All right. Well, if we don't keep comping till the season done, but time long we go for sleep and do other stuff them.
Yeah.
We go to
And plus,
fire.
if I go bad for United fans, there West Ham they win 1-0.
Once Arsenal no go champions.
Why not? Yeah.
Not to be
We go
business.
Europa Conference League. So I'll go last Arsenal now. Now Europa Conference League will they go.
Now, would they win second half? Would they score second half? Or they can't score through second half? All right, would they round up the show? Jerome, what's going to be round up message? And I will come to Emmanuel later.
I want to tell all the people and thank you for what they actually show. Let them they share this show. You know, this show with the council on every Sunday. And big congratulations to Bo Rangers and the Salone Premier League. You know, when I get beaucoup work there for do. When I do a lot of work after the season done. When I go now decide when I do wrong, when I fair for fix her and put her in the right place. And I wish everybody a happy blessed Sunday.
All right. Kawan, I not get time for Liverpool people this Sunday. I not hate Liverpool, oh, but I not like them back. I not hate Liverpool, but I not like them back. So Emmanuel, let's go big round of message. As you don't enjoy it today, in our possibility for the come as well live now the show as a co-host, just like Jerome, and we are going for the push this go before.
Yeah, Maggie, thanks once again for this opportunity. And me forget for go towards the Football Association, you know. I remember when we've been small, the likes of Mighty Black Police and Lions, and then we get youth teams there. We help the nation before. Like if Lions or Eastern Mighty Blackpool, then send they for play then 6 o'clock, they under 16 then first as a warm up, keep the stadium alive, you know, before the first team they can play. Just like how we self gets in Naya. You know, you get your under 12, the minors and the like. And even for you senior team, you get the first grade and the reserve. The same thing again. Don't say the football need money, but at least we get a structure for the youth system whereby we will begin see these teams and they get a youth team. We will begin to entertain the football and push national team go before. Because if we develop now the national team at the end of the day get for benefit. And I just feel so sorry at the end of the day, way like the likes of this Bellamy Academy not be able to succeed because one medium way been help for push with young bobo and go before. But they like I don't know waiting to happen. No, they hear about that again anymore. Whether it's a done or the deal or whatever.
The money done. The money now ain't done. They don't know how the money go. I be done do documentary on that.
Wow.
But search with page you go see or you go now YouTube channel. The money done. Okay, so Kawa, I read all of messages. I see where they provoke me. But I know I read the message and he say make a hush in advance. I don't go hush. I don't say if I don't succeed to Arsenal, if I don't succeed to Liverpool, they succeed to Arsenal. Then they go champion. Whether we go, we will not serious. We Manchester God don't pull on for we. So it's then out for 12 people then. For make sure say other people then get one down. You know if when you step up, don't do something for letting not better. You say go the for letting better. So Arsenal they go down and then they go champions.
Hey, Kamadu, Maggie, Kamadu.
We go with that Kamadu always so God don't pull on for we Manchester. The Manchester will play support will be small, not to end this. I beg, men try go back. Men roll back the yard. We enjoy it will be smaller. Any Sunday, every Saturday, now no more they enjoy. Every Sunday, every Saturday, every season we enjoy. Then this past 13 years now,
we now watch game.
Spain.
No, enjoy the game.
Is it you see Jabi saying that India man no they again make there's a bit India man every time they sit down behind fantasy. Now
Exactly.
Now there's not everybody worship for as I left the team now, all team done. Hey Godfather.
Yeah. Remember, you know, so that's the Queen the young been the watch game, but now the Queen only one day again.
Boss, I know hate Liverpool, but I don't like them. I not say I hate them, but I don't like them. Audi Banjul boss, this now we boss, senior boss na sport. We have a Bianca and the local talk. It's a be plenty team of sport. I know. Mohamed legally call. You know, you see, Jabi not sleep for this game because if it's Arsenal, they go Champions League. So it was that he be in shock for provoke. You know, possible. Not possible. We all they go down. And we just say bye bye. Somebody they say, "Hi Mikey, I'm enjoying the show. You guys should stay as the season is ending. No way, we tired already. We will talk later about that." Greeting from the smiling coast of Africa, the Gambia. Greetings, boss. We don't say they do well this Sunday. It's like I talk about Manchester will be small, all they support. We enjoy it. Now we know more they enjoy Arsenal, they vex, they cost Wenger.
Every season they laugh at Arsenal. We laugh all man. Yeah.
Now we now the team. That's when the Liverpool they suffer. Liverpool they get fine teams, so they get Gigante, they get fine player them. Then go back Fernando Torres, the all cap. Still Liverpool They
Yeah.
go say nothing. I want more to enjoy. Bio the
Still.
camera for
Yeah.
between. Anyway, we hope so go do better next week. We need you to stay and round up this season. No, no, because it's the be now. Till I say shame one me to your Liverpool, they go Salone, no, they are ready to meet me. Manchester, I come wrestling, they go so there. La go little sleep. Okay, then, guys, thanks for watching.
Wow, Liverpool, Everton score Maggie.
Everton don't score. Pauna.
They can't do them do last time to Palace.
Yes,
But
so
una game not mean anything because sports
I
they
don't.
win. All right then, Emmanuel, we'll forget it next week. We'll
but
forget more people next
at
week.
least it make we still don't find one at the 5th position.
Okay then, we go join on our next week for another edition. But before we go, let we take this message. All right. Now so we just say bye bye. But if you still get the advertisement, you want to follow we promote on our show, send them to we now this we number on WhatsApp, contact we go get on to you and promote you business now we show. And so next week we'll go come with to you another edition. But on Tuesday, we'll go try our best for bring you live broadcast of the funeral service of we legend winner Junior Tumbu, where they go lay to rest on Tuesday, 24th of May 2022. So you go follow the page and follow me as we go bring you live broadcast on that as how the funeral procession will go on. I want to tell Emmanuel thank you and Jerome thank you for joining me today. And we want for say we will bring you the show every week, and you know maybe in 2 weeks time we will bring Premier League or the other leagues. People there for can't talk about them team them. May not be someone Arsenal and Manchester. Or go find Chelsea person. And Madrid, because Madrid win cup and Madrid for win final back and they beat Liverpool. Kawano vex. Are not
No,
vex. Are
England,
not
it's an England final.
for waiting.
No, England final.
No, them go say they don't win cup past me. You know they do am.
You know that no stop.
Yeah, they go say they don't win cup past me.
Not to them tell no put money.
We put money but well.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Thanks, Emmanuel.
Na system on not get a good coaching system.
When you coach the car with the system,
Alright,
go for good. Go for good. I thought I have not got that before we next season because I dey see the team.
Correct. Right.
What I dey see how we go for good. What is out and anger for make we good? The team Atata that between
The dream and every week is different.
And that's so we bring her we bring her Ragnik is a gang pressing. The TN part them beat to that's what when Manchester game they play now. So I watch. I watch show.
Why?
Bio depressed na depression. Can coach this is a immune system and can press them, can get pressing. Now put you sabi that women pala system. It's a 4BN 222. If you buy where the cancer house, you go na this room, Now lock me wire as I watch. The match started playing. That's how I watch. But next season, these 5 teams they go Champions League. Okay, go the pool story. What a good team them maybe not go there for we hope. We next season. With a good.
No, but likely Arsenal will go Champions League. You know, say teams them from Russia no go come in.
We not agree
There's
with the
everything that
draw.
they might take 5 teams from England.
We not agree. On agree.
Uh,
If Man City lost and Liverpool draw, na big cry na go there na Anfield. But na City never lost, na Liverpool never draw. So okay.
the
Now
City
we
they lost
go.
Liverpool, they get more goals.
Yeah, they get more goals. Now we go see them, you know. Now go see the game. I they play 5-5-1. It's still Manchester they lost, so why I they watch. So next year, all the
You
good
go put
next
it
season.
TI. Alright. So
Okay,
they get for
bye-bye.
welcome and England, get for beat Sambako.
Oda. It win cup.
You know, say welcome in England always.
No, you see aid. Ian Pep
England
Guardiola they
different.
get the same aid. No, watching aid. Aid with Pep that so
Okay.
they get the same technical approach. Watch Ten Hang aid and I wasn't the coaching name. Pep Guardiola they get the same aid.
Pep Guardiola.
If it's that una from una get Atata.
Yeah,
Jabi go sleep. Arsenal let they go Champions League. You just the guy try no more. United and Champions League. It's Champions League. Next season. You see, we coaching aid. We new coaching aid. I'm more. You don't know that this get technical ability in sense. You know, people are gang pressing. Gang. Today, it's a Ronaldo not to pressing player.
Even Ronaldo for them on holidays, you know, they even in England.
No, the coach today we do in conference. He say Ronaldo not to pressing player. He say Ronaldo the score, but to press. 37-year-old man I press. We Rashford when at 22 no able press. Who's guy press they will get oppression. Make it go before. Make go Austria. Let go win World Cup for them. Now they fit not to we. Never can kill player there. Jabi me all the answer again. This show done. Make I put me advert lago. Emmanuel bye family on bye Arsenal today. Bye bye.
And cheers to all the Arsenal.